Welcome back, boys. Today, we're stepping away from the mainstream Rom-Hack spotlight. We're not talking Radical Red, not Gaia, not Unbound, nothing that the entire community already knows like the back of their hand. Instead, we're exploring the hidden gems, the Rom-Hacks that pack insane creativity, beautiful worlds, and amazing stories, but somehow stay unreaded. These are the games that push the GBA engine in ways you wouldn't believe, but barely get the recognition they deserve. So today, we're counting down the top 5 most underrated Pokemon GBA Rom-Hacks, starting from 5 all the way to the 1 spot, the hack that deserves the most attention. Let's jump right in. Starting the list at 5, we've got a ROM hack that feels like a nostalgic time capsule from the early days of Pokemon fan projects, Pokemon Sienna. Set in the corner region, Sienna's entire appeal lies in its simplicity and heart. You're not a chosen hero, you're not destined to save the world. You're just a student who drops out of Pokemon school and decides to chase your own dream. That alone gives a story a grounded feel. NPC treat you like a normal person climbing your way up, not a legendary savior. Exploration is cozy, pacing is tight, and the Pokemon designs, especially for an older hack, actually fit the vibe really well. Sienna is underrated because it doesn't try to be extreme or modern. It's classic, it's warm, it's fun. And honestly, a lot of players completely missed it, but it's absolutely worth playing. At 4, we've got Pokemon Dreams, a modern hidden gem that quietly delivers some of the best character writing in any GBA ROM hack. Set in the vibrant Solder region, Dreams looks bright and cheerful on the surface, but underneath, it's packed with emotional story beats, personal character arcs, and surprisingly mature dialogue. Your rival in this game, easily one of the most relatable, best-written rivals in any fan game. The pacing is smooth, exploration feels natural, boss battles are memorable, and there's always something interesting happening: side events, unique forms, updated mechanics, and more. Dreams is underrated, mainly because it came out during the era where difficulty hacks were dominating YouTube and Reddit, and narrative-driven games like this didn't get the spotlight. But trust me, bro, once you start Dreams, you won't stop until you finish it. Taking the 3 spot, we have one of the cleanest and most polished GBA hacks ever made, Pokemon Saffron. If someone told me this was a lost official Game Freak project from the Gen 3, Gen 4 era, I would genuinely believe them. Everything in Saffron feels refined. The Azira region, absolutely gorgeous. The celestial themed storyline, the pacing, the tiles, maps, and atmosphere, the dialogues, which actually feel intentional. The story blends dream energy, ancient artifacts, and a legendary Pokemon that ties everything together in a beautifully cohesive way. Saffron isn't underrated because it's lacking. It's underrated because it isn't loud. It doesn't try to shock you or overwhelm you. It just delivers a high-quality, immersive Pokemon adventure with incredibly nostalgic vibes. If you want something that feels official but fresh, Saffron is perfect. At 2, we have one of the most ambitious narrative-driven GBA hacks ever created, Pokemon Nameless. You play as Cronia, a warrior princess caught in a world filled with political tension, ancient lore, invading factions, and supernatural forces. From the moment your homeland is attacked, the story shifts into emotionally heavy territory with corruption, betrayal, grief, and survival at the core of the narrative. Nameless is packed with world building, entire kingdoms, custom tribes, spiritual magic, ancient prophecies, huge overworld exploration, event-heavy sequences. Every faction feels alive, every character has purpose. The storytelling is cinematic rare for a GBA engine. Nameless is underrated because most players expected another Vega-style difficult hack, but instead they got a deep RPG-level experience filled with lore and emotion. If you enjoy dark, complex stories, this one's a masterpiece. And finally, the #1 spot goes to what I genuinely believe is one of the most groundbreaking GBA hacks of all time, Pokemon Odyssey. Odyssey doesn't follow gens, it doesn't follow badges, it doesn't follow any traditional Pokemon formula. Instead, everything is chapter-based, like playing through a mission-driven RPG inside a Pokemon engine. Each chapter introduces a new story arc, new mechanics, new environments, and even new gameplay styles. Sometimes it's puzzle solving, sometimes exploration, sometimes moral decisions, sometimes stealth, and it all works flawlessly. The world building is insane. Ancient civilizations, forgotten myths, spiritual forces, prophecies, and characters that feel like they belong in a full anime series. Visually, Odyssey is stunning. Custom tiles, hearts, atmospheric maps, lighting, color grading. It looks amazing. Odyssey is underrated not because it's unknown, but because people hesitate to try something that breaks the traditional structure. But once you actually play it, it becomes one of the most unforgettable Pokemon experiences ever made on a GBA engine. And that wraps up the countdown, the top 5 most underrated Pokemon GBA Rom-Hacks. These aren't the mainstream big names, but they deliver some of the most creative and unique adventures you can ever play. If you're tired of the same repetitive ROM hack recommendations, these 5 will hit different. Drop your own underrated picks below. I'm always checking the comments, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.